Hey everybody, good morning. We're starting the vlog off right today. As you can see, I finally have a desk. We got some things moved in over the weekend, so I have a lot to be grateful for. But if you guys woke up without a white chalk outline around your beautiful body today, you also have a lot to be grateful for. So take advantage, let that gratitude affect your attitude, and make it a great day! So yeah, that's it. So we have to hit one of those. So that's the easiest way. It's like looking at it. It's like, does this inform somebody of something? Is it entertaining? And then it's like, well, what is entertaining? Defining entertaining would be either there was some sort of laugh or it was interesting. That's like reality TV. Reality TV is like interesting. People aren't necessarily watching it for entertainment. They're like, this is interesting. Like, it's not funny. It's funny because it's like the real life. So it has to be one of those three things. So there, watching through content, that makes it easy now. It's like, oh, this was kind of a funny 17 seconds. Share it. Oh, this thing was informative. Share it. Oh, he was being informative and he had energy where it's kind of like entertaining too. Definitely use that. So like, I would just stick within those guidelines. That's probably, now that I'm thinking about it, because that broadens it up to, and that would probably fall under Gary Vee. Like, he's either sharing things that sometimes he just has a lot of energy. See, he's usually always in valuetainment. He's usually sharing his information with energy that's entertaining. Mm-hmm. He's always both, but like you said, he has so much going on. He's been doing it so long. He's always, that's what's kind of so good. He's always valuetainment. Ton of energy, interesting guy, and then also has the information. Mm-hmm. So he's entertaining you with interest and kind of comedic energy, and then also he's literally he hits that perfect as he literally hits with that to the T. So then it's like my buddy Dean that we were just looking at, he's not really entertaining, so he's really sharing information. Usually he's going information for us, which was an interview with a Jets player. Hey, you know, your life and business afterward. He doesn't have the ability to be entertaining like I do at the end of the day. So I do have the ability to up my entertainment level where he's going more information, so I could float on both. I'll probably start doing interviews and bring people in. But I was like, yeah, but the problem is we can't use this room too much because John's gonna be in there. So I'm gonna have to be like super conscious when this is recording.
And depending on scheduling too. Like if you can have 30 minutes when he's not in the meeting.
Oh, he'll be super smart. Super smart with his time. So now that we know what we gotta do, let's go.
Yeah.
What's going on with the touch-up paint? Because that literally takes no time. I don't think you can just do touch-up paint though. Seriously, this idea of just touch-up, you can't. First off, I'm wondering how they know the color. If they do know the color, you can't just go over paint and just be like, touched up.
If you have the right paint.
Usually you could tell it was painted over though, because it dries a little bit.
So when I moved into my apartment, the guy came over, he looked at the paint.
Yeah.
He left, he came back with the exact same paint, painted over it. It's like a brand new apartment.
Did he paint over the same, but like, not
the spots. He literally just painted over
and
spots.
And you couldn't tell? It dried the same way? Because I've always heard you can't just put paint on paint and like touch it up. Then again, there's only a few areas, so I'm like, it just has to look good from the
It was matte paint too, so it wasn't shine.
It only has to look good from the perspective. Yeah. This is matte paint too, right?
No.
What is
it? Semi-gloss.
Whatever, closer. You know what's funny? One time I got gloss from our room trip growing up. Oh, I guess I'll look at the camera. Little fun fact of my mom's beautiful parenting. So I wanted a blue room, and she was like, oh yeah, choose your paint. So I go to the store and I choose my paint. She's like, you don't want to do that. I'm like, no, Mom, you know, gloss is where it's at. You don't want to look that crazy. She's like, nope, you don't want to do that. So I painted my room gloss blue. It literally looked like Dr. Seuss's house. I'm not even kidding. My walls were so blue. Like, I painted it, immediately regretted it. Mom, where were you in parenting? Literally. Booyah blue. Like, it was... It didn't matter because it was gloss, and she was like, you want eggshell or matte or even like semi-gloss at the most? And I got like gloss finish, because then you know how when you see the paint, it looks like, it looks different on the actual piece of paper. When it hit the walls, it had shine to it. Like, it had shine, it had reflection. My walls had reflection. It was bad. And right, the worst part was, my carpets were blue too. I gotta find a picture of that.
Look this. Or like a light blue.
Nah, we're talking like vintage 80s, like disco party blue. And my carpets were like blue as can be. There's a million photographers, right? You're a photographer. You don't make very much money do you make over 7 figures freelancing? No. The ones that do, probably 10% of photographers that make 90% of the money. That's how life works in everything, 90% of the time. So it's like, at a realtors, 80 to 90% make all the money. The others are the average that make nothing. That's just how it is. And it's called the Pareto principle. 80% of every industry, it's usually pretty close if you look at it too. Which means if you go into like auto repair, 80% of the money, say it's $1 billion industry, $800 million probably goes to like 10% of the auto companies. The rest is just scraps for everybody else. So it's like same with realtor. 80% of realtors are the ones that I just said, probably don't sell more than 2 homes in a year. There's 20% of realtors though that are the ones like your buddy that are like, yo, he kills it, sells 2 a month, 3 a month. But it's like, that's like the anomalies. In every business and everything you ever look at, almost all the money goes to the 1% of people in that industry. It just is what it is. So it's like, yeah, the average realtor doesn't sell more than 2 homes in a year. And I can point out 100 of those people locally that I personally even know. Like I can like John Green, Lewis, like I could start naming multiple people that sell 1 or 2 homes a year, but they're realtors and they have other jobs. But it's like, and then my dad's realtor, what's her name? She sells like every home in Loxahatchee. Like every single home, like when I'm driving where my parents live, you see her sign. I was like, I'm like, I would only hire her if I live in this area because she has a network. She literally sold my dad's home. The lady that just sold my home was like, all right, I'm putting on the market this weekend. I expect to have offers by Monday. The home was sold literally 2 days later. And she runs that area. So it's like, yeah, like in real estate and anything, I would say almost anything in life, financial services, if you break it down, if there's $1 trillion in managed money, probably 80% or probably 20%, like Rick Edelman, like an AUM, he pretty much owns, like I think he has like some ridiculous trillion number. It's like the 20% that doesn't, like we're the ones like picking up scrap. We damn sure ain't have 80% of all of it. Like Ken Fisher, what's he manage? Like 20 billion, $30 billion. It's like our friend that brought in, or our friends who are huge brought in 100 million. It's like 100 million, homie manages 30 billion, dude. Like he owns the market. You're just collecting scraps. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the videos. If you got some more free time, I know you do, make sure you check this video out right here. And if you don't like that one, make sure you check this one out too, or just watch them both. See you guys soon.